Have you ever looked in the mirror and asked yourself, why do I feel stuck? Why does everything seem so hard while others make it look easy? Or even, am I really strong enough to handle this life? We scroll past smiling faces, success stories, and highlight reels every day, while quietly carrying the weight of our own battles. But behind every silent struggle is a chance to rise. Behind every failure, a lesson. Behind every lonely night, a powerful transformation waiting to unfold. This isn't just motivation, it's a roadmap. 8 powerful truths that will shift how you see your challenges. And most importantly, how you see yourself. Welcome. This is your space to pause, reset, and remember who you are and who you're capable of becoming. In the next few minutes, we'll walk through 8 life-changing truths, not sugar-coated advice, not toxic positivity, but honest, empowering lessons that can help you break through mental blocks, find inner peace, and reignite your fire. Whether you're battling self-doubt, facing a storm, or simply ready to level up, these truths are for you. Let's begin. 1. Even when you trust someone, keep some things to yourself. It feels good to share everything with someone you trust. A best friend, a partner, a sibling. But here's the reality most people learn the hard way. Not everyone deserves front-row access to your unfiltered thoughts, dreams, or fears. Think of your mind like a sacred garden. You can let people visit, but not everyone should be allowed to plant seeds. Because once those seeds take root, whether it's doubt, criticism, or judgment, they can grow and choke your confidence. You're allowed to have secrets, not because you're hiding, but because you're protecting what's still growing. Before you open up, ask yourself, is this person emotionally mature enough to hold what I'm about to share? If not, keep it to yourself. Your peace is more important than their curiosity. Protect your peace. Not everything needs to be shared. 2. If you want to build something worthwhile, be ready for criticism. Think about any great inventor, artist, or leader. They were all told at some point, that won't work. You're wasting your time. Who do you think you are? But they kept building. Criticism is the price of creation. When you build anything of value, whether it's a business, a dream, or a better version of yourself, you'll attract opinions, unwanted ones, unfair ones, uninformed ones. The louder your vision becomes, the more people will try to silence it. Not because you're wrong, but because your courage reminds them of what they're not doing. Learn to separate feedback from noise. Ask, is this coming from someone who's built what I want to build? If not, thank them in silence and move forward. Criticism means you're doing something worth noticing. 3. Your mental health is way more important than your career will ever be. You can rebuild a business, you can restart a career, but you cannot replace your peace of mind. Society glorifies hustle, deadlines, and productivity. But what's the point of success if you're constantly anxious, burnout, or depressed? Imagine a mansion built on a crumbling foundation. That's what your career becomes if you neglect your mind. Rest is not laziness. Therapy is not weakness. Taking a break isn't failure. Schedule mental health check-ins like you would a meeting. Ask, what am I feeling today? What do I need? Treat your mind like the most valuable asset, because it is. Success is meaningless if your soul is tired. 4. You become an unstoppable force when you realize you can do it alone. You can do it alone. You don't need constant approval. You don't need someone to hold your hand every step of the way. Yes, community matters, but personal power? That comes from knowing you'll rise, even if no one claps for you. There's something magnetic about a person who doesn't beg for attention, who builds in silence, and who trusts their own voice above the noise. Stop waiting for validation. Create without permission. Move in silence. Let results make the noise. Real power is doing it without applause. 5. Be okay with people not liking you. Most don't even like themselves. Some people will dislike you for shining too bright, for having boundaries, for healing, for simply existing as yourself. Most people are battling their own insecurities. Their hate isn't about you. It's a reflection of their pain. Imagine carrying everyone's opinion like baggage. You'd never move. Stop explaining yourself to people who are committed to misunderstanding you. Like yourself first, and the right people will follow. Don't shrink to fit into someone else's broken mirror. 6. Not everything will go according to plan. Be ready to adapt. Ever planned every detail only for life to flip the script? Yeah, we all have. But sometimes, the detour is the destination. When things fall apart, you get to rebuild stronger. When doors close, you learn how to find windows. When life reroutes you, it's often protecting you from something you can't yet see. Instead of asking, "Why is this happening to me?" ask, "What is this trying to teach me?" Flexibility is power. Adaptation is survival. Blessings often come wrapped in broken plans. 7. You can always choose to be happy no matter what happens in your life. Being sad should never be an option. Sadness is a human emotion. But staying there permanently, that's a choice. Every storm passes, every wound heals. But only if you stop picking the scab. You get to choose gratitude or resentment, joy or bitterness, healing or hiding. Happiness isn't about having a perfect life. It's about creating peace in an imperfect one. Start a daily joy ritual. One song, one smile, one breath of gratitude. Happiness isn't found, it's built. Happiness is a decision, not a destination. 8. Don't waste your time stressing about the things you can't control. You can't control the weather. You can't control people's thoughts. You can't control yesterday, but you can control how you respond. Worrying is like sitting in a rocking chair. It gives you something to do, but it gets you nowhere. When you stop trying to control the uncontrollable, you make room for peace. Make 2 lists. 1, what I can control. 2, what I can't. Then burn the second list in your mind. Let it go. Control your mindset, not the world. You've just heard 8 powerful truths, not rules but reminders, that you are stronger than you think, smarter than you believe, and more capable than you feel on your worst days. Here they are again, quickly. Keep parts of yourself private, even in trust. Criticism means you're building something real. Your mind matters more than your job ever will. You can rise alone. Not everyone will like you. And that's okay. Expect detours. Adapt fast. Choose joy. Don't wait for it. Let go of what you can't control. You're not here to survive. You're here to grow, evolve, and shine. So here's your challenge. Pick one of these truths. Apply it today. Write it down. Say it out loud. Live it. And if this message spoke to you, share it with someone else who needs it, because we all rise higher together.